We Have Concerns is made possible entirely through donations from listeners like you. And the episode you're about to hear with special guest Hal Lublin is one of 2 episodes we recorded with him, the second being a double-length extra special episode that's exclusive to our patrons. So if you want to support the show and get access to bonus content like that, visit patreon.com/wehaveconcerns.
It turns out to be robots in a mall.
Robots in a mall.
I love robots in a mall.
Right? Like they're in the sharper image.
Why are these robots in this mall?
Yeah.
That's what defeats them. They get in the massage chairs and it breaks them apart.
Yeah, because they're made foreign.
Yeah.
And they're cheap crap.
We must stay tense or we will die.
Only American executive toys can destroy the robots.
I can't feel this. Turn it up.
Marble roller coasters are my only weakness. No. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
And hello, concerned citizens. We got a special guest in the anxiety chamber today.
We are very excited to have Hal Lublin with us.
Welcome, sir.
Well, hello. I'm already nervous because I'm in the anxiety chamber.
Yeah.
Do you see what I did there?
It's just being around me, I think.
You're really... I mean,
Jeff has slowly deteriorated over the few months.
He's whittled me down. I now have more anxiety than before, but I try to battle it. We're super excited to have you here. You know Hal from the Thrilling Adventure Hour, from Welcome to Night Vale, and you have a new show.
Steve Carlsberg.
Yeah, Steve Carlsberg.
Son of a bitch.
And I have a
One and
new
only.
show. It's called We Got This.
Yeah. Where can people find We Got This?
They can find it on the iTunes. Just look for We Got This with Mark and Hal, because my co-host is Mark Gagliardi, also of Thrilling Adventure Hour.
What is that about?
We take the small things that people argue very passionately about, and then we settle it once and for all so people can stop fighting.
You're the
we're all about
arbiters.
love. Yeah, we're
It's
the
all
final
over.
arbiters. Why not 2 actors? Who is better to settle
Yeah,
these
I mean, I think
things?
you guys are the most qualified.
Of course.
Well, I'm glad you're here because we have some issues, obviously, that we need to talk about. One of them sent in by Ben Wezorick. This is an issue regarding...
Who writes to us from a Charles Dickens novel where he lives his life. Poor little street urchin.
Oh, little Ben.
How was he able to type while he was turning out his pockets?
Please, sir. I just want to submit a story to the Reddits.
No! There'll be no stories today.
But Mr. Grizzard, you and my father were so close.
Punch!
Oh, Ben, what a storied past you have. He's concerned these days about all the poop that's on Mount Everest. It turns out, guys, Mount Everest is just awash in human feces.
As we've all dreamed.
Why?
Why? Well, it's because you go to base camp when you want to climb Everest, right? They have facilities there. Not plumbing, but they have facilities that get changed out. But once you start that trek up Everest, you're digging yourself a snow hole and you're pooping in it. And guess what? That poop never leaves.
No, that's true. Because when I used to live in New York and it would snow, everybody would go outside and walk their dogs. And the snow would just keep piling up and keep piling up. And everybody would just be like, it's snowing though. Like the poop doesn't really exist. Nobody can step on it.
It just disappears
It
into
just
a white
disappears.
vortex.
And then all of a sudden, the temperature goes up above 40 degrees. It's an entire winter's worth of garbage and shit.
We're back in the Dickens novel again.
It really is. Wezorick knows.
It's the tale of that other city.
Yeah. But I feel like there can't possibly be enough people going up to Everest to make this a problem.
Since 1953, there have been 4,000 climbers to Everest.
That's too many.
So guess what?
Yeah.
Wait, but I thought 3 dudes a decade were brave enough to take on Everest.
They say 700 climbers and guides spend nearly 2 months on Everest slope each season.
Just shitting.
That's
all they're doing.
Pre-climbing. That doesn't even include climbing hours.
You know, I could get altitude sickness, or I could just sit here and shit forever.
It's important to get it all out before we start going up.
Yeah.
Because we don't have anything up there.
Listen, I'm not turning the Sherpa around and going back down to just to poop.
To reach the
Do you
top
know how
of
many
Everest,
layers we're going to have on up there?
You must add, like the people before you have climbed this great mountain, you must leave blankets of shit.
Oh, Kwangin, he speaks the truth. Let's all pinch one out before we get any higher.
Let me hang these multicolored flags while we do it.
So festive.
Oh.
I just love learning about other
Good.
cultures.
Connect with nature.
I thought this would be weird. It's not weird.
No, it's actually kind of pleasant.
I'm just going to poop outside all the time now.
I'll be over here running my camera.
All right. You're what?
Camera, yes.
Okay.
For history.
Oh, well, there's only been very few people that have ever done this
Yeah, like, I
historically.
feel like
4,000, yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Wait, I feel like it was Edmund Hillary, one other guy, and then us.
I've led all of them up the mountain. Do you want to see my tapes?
He's got a whole archive of poop tapes.
Just Bukake Sherpa leading people up the mountain.
8mm too.
Yeah.
Bukake Sherpa.
The Nepal government actually has come up with a plan to tackle this issue. They're requiring people, you have to give a $4,000 deposit before you climb
$1
Everest.
for everybody that's taken a shit on Everest and left
right.
it there.
That's how they calculated that, I'm sure.
Go now while it's cheap.
Yeah. 10 years from now, when 8,000 people have gone, it's going to be real expensive.
And you don't get that back unless you come back with 18 pounds of trash.
So this is something that I find super interesting, is it's not just the shit that's a problem. Last year I read a story about people just leaving their trash everywhere on Mount Everest, like fucking Don Draper on a picnic. Like, people are just going up to Everest and they're just like, it's not like there's a trash can. I just ate my Lunchable. Where do I throw the wrapper? Wherever the fuck I want. I'm on a goddamn mountain.
You know what? I think there's probably a lot of not caring when you're up there, when you're like, this is the worst experience I have ever gone through.
Yeah, I feel like you're sort of
couldn't
focused
care
on
less.
survival, right?
I'm probably gonna die. When my body rots, it'll offset the littering that I'm doing.
Well, that's the other thing, too, is there are dead bodies all over Everest, because they don't rot. They freeze.
Yeah. They actually use them as markers on the journey. There's like, okay, we're passing by Tony, who died
So
in
where are we supposed to
1974.
go? We got to take a left at Steve,
Yeah.
and then a right at Gary.
Yeah.
And then, wait. Left at Steve, right at Gary?
Oh my God, that wasn't...
Guys, we've seen this Chuck 3 times. We're lost.
Are you sure it's the same Chuck?
Yes, look at the icicle on his nose.
I really wish that we paid more attention to people, because there are icicles on everyone up here.
That's true.
And I feel like if we just remember the defining features of some of these people and not focus on the cold, we'd be better off.
That's a good point.
In our defense, they all have the same look on their face, like they're screaming.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. They all are horrified and pale bluish.
Which, can I just point out, how do you die screaming like that? It must take so long to freeze.
No, it's very fast. It's like Terminator 2 when they spray him down with liquid nitrogen.
No,
It's
I remember
immediate.
that.
Yeah, you get just stuck right in place. In fact,
Oh my
your
God,
whole body-
guys, is that going to happen to us?
No, it won't hit you.
No.
You just look like a bunch of Chucks. I can't even tell which... Oh, God. I really have to take a shit.
Hold on, let me get my camera.
So yeah, there are a lot of bodies. In fact, 16 people died last year.
If you don't bring your dead friend back, do you get your deposit?
Well, he weighs way more than 18 pounds, so like you're cool.
Right.
So you
You're
can
cool.
eat most of your friend to stay alive.
Yeah.
And then as long as you bring back 18
got,
pounds
like,
worth of friend.
His leg
Yeah,
and
just
like
take back a leg. It's easy.
look at this, 18-pound leg right here.
Bounty hunter style as proof.
Yeah, there's somebody like a Boba Fett who's got pelts just hanging
Yeah.
off him. It's
Just a
series
bunch of
legs.
Chuck pelts.
It's just a series of icicle noses on a...
The thing that's horrible about this to me is this makes Mount Everest seem no different than like Dollywood. This makes Mount Everest seem like...
Hold on. I've never been to Dollywood, but I'm fairly certain it's not covered in feces.
I think you're just...
you definitely have never been to Dollywood. No, I'm trying to say that this makes Everest seem so fucking touristy to me. In some, I mean, the dead body's still a little danger.
Yeah, 16
right?
people dying
Yeah.
out of 700 a season. That's not good odds.
Well, but I mean, if you've ever been to like Geauga Lake or Six Flags or something like that, I mean, that's about par. Like,
I don't know, man. I think that the only thing that could make climbing Mount Everest more horrible is having to then carry my poop back out with me. You know?
Like you have to have a series of. They have those doggy bag posts everywhere.
Yeah.
You have to pick up after yourself. Like
it's just
like
a bunch
animal.
of Albertsons bags, like, and Safeway bags and stuff. And it's just like, how do people even bring these up here?
Well, I put them around my feet to keep them dry from the snow.
Make sure you keep your dry bags separate from your waste bags.
A quick question.
Yeah.
What if we've already made a mistake in that area?
Well, as we start reaching lower altitudes and everything starts thawing, you may get some sort of septic problem.
Yeah, my hand's pretty much frozen in this one. I thought it was full of Doritos. Boy, was I wrong. I forgot how much they weighed.
Boy, was I wrong.
And the Doritos were going to keep you warm?
Well, I was just hungry. You know, it's been a lot of walking around in the cold.
So this is more about you eating frozen shit.
Yeah, that's part of it.
If you're going to lose a hand, the worst way to lose a hand is eating frozen shit.
That's a hard one to explain at the dinner party.
Yeah.
The opposite of Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. What happened, man? Were you like dueling some crazy like evil villain and you lopped your hand off? Or
No, man. He was climbing Everest.
Oh,
he climbed Mount
shit,
fucking
dude.
Everest.
You lost your hand on Everest?
It's the craziest story.
Did you
Tell him.
Did you get pinned? Like
Yeah.
Franco style?
Basically, I was wearing like a poop glove. I thought it was Doritos in my defense. I was just putting my hand in a bag of poop for fun,
Well, hey, man, listen. Which one of us hasn't mistaken Doritos for poop?
right?
What flavor?
A Cool Ranch, of course.
Yeah, Cool Ranch, sure.
I mean, they taste like shit.
I'd get like half a bag of feces in before I realized it wasn't a Cool Ranch Dorito.
I mean, you could go either
If you
way,
were
really.
saying nacho cheesier, we were going to have a problem.
No, Cool Ranch. I mean,
no.
obviously Cool Ranch. I mean, you don't go to Everest with nacho cheesier.
I mean, they were nacho cheesier. But, I mean, I thought I was
What?
grabbing the Cool Ranch. I just,
Dylan,
Anyway.
you told me it was Cool Ranch, man. I feel really betrayed.
well, I lied. Obviously, I'm very ashamed. What point is Robert Downey Jr. coming to give me a new hand? Is that coming to happen soon? Just saw that. Just hoping.
Shit eaters don't get new hands, bro.
Oh, damn it. Thanks for coming to the hospital to visit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hope I get out of here. It's been about 3 years.
Yeah, you ate a lot of shit.
You ate a lot of
You
shit.
fucked up your insides real bad.
I didn't know. I thought it was a Frito pie. Who knows?
So
If you look up Frito pie on Urban Dictionary, it's very related to what we were talking
That's
about.
true. That's true. So are we just not to be trusted with any nature? If like the hardest place to get to, we're even shitting on that. Like the amount of effort it takes for us to shit on that nature.
Well, that's the problem. Is this is the most foreboding environment anybody can think of.
Right.
Only 700 people a year.
takes-
Even think about fucking going up there.
It takes a Herculean effort for us to shit on this, but we'll do it.
We
will do it.
I want like a Venn diagram of mountaineers to just like disgusting hoarder bastards. Like, what is the fucking
Probably
overlap?
Not too many.
Yeah.
We're-
It just looks like a circle.
Yeah, it's just 100%. There's nothing we can't ruin
That's true.
with
Yeah.
very little effort. That's what's brilliant about us.
How many people have made it to the peak of Mount Everest, though? It's a very select group.
It is. So you're saying there's fewer poops up there?
I'm saying there's probably a poop halo.
Yeah.
At which, like, there's the point of no return.
Oh, there you go.
But then I know that when you climb at that high of an altitude, you have to make some progress and then come back and then go a little
Right.
further. So they're leaving, like, poop, like, curly cues all
That's
the way
right.
up. So you could literally follow somebody's shit trail to the top of Everest.
Hal, do you have any desire to climb a mountain like that?
Not now.
Oh, it was the dirtiness of the mountain that ruined it.
That was what's holding me back.
It was mountain hygiene.
Listen,
That's
if
the
I
problem.
didn't have to bring my shit back with me,
Yeah.
I'd be doing this next Thursday.
Exactly. Look, the idea of it is very romantic to me.
Is
like,
it?
to conquer a mountain and commune with nature, but I don't want to walk through a bunch of people's crap. And I also don't want to expose my nether regions and have to take a shit in the wild.
Well, yeah, we didn't even really talk about that aspect of it. Is like, how bad is
Knowing-
it that you have to actually defecate outdoors in the worst climate
This is the thing.
on the planet?
The kind of people who climb mountains don't care about that. They don't care about littering. They are the brockiest fucking brocks that ever brocked, dude.
You're saying they don't give a shit, but we have clear proof that they do give
They
shit.
leave a shit. It's just a bunch of fucking frat bros who normally leave their clothes and shit everywhere, all over the apartment, and they just
don't
leave their
think
shit all over Everest.
I don't think that's the psychological profile. I don't think Edmund Hillary was like a...
Oh, dude, Edmund Hillary was like straight up hazing dudes. There's tons of historical evidence of Edmund Hillary just straight up hazing dudes and negging bitches.
That's how the public pooping started. He was
Hey,
like,
what's up?
dude,
I'm Edmund Hillary. Maybe you heard of me.
Yeah, I heard. Listen, Edmund, I
climbed
don't
a
want to
mountain
do this
or something.
I will.
Not a big deal.
I
No
want to
big deal.
be. I want to be in the club. I will
Yeah.
take the shit, but I don't want that dude to film me. It's weird.
Come on, it's okay.
Dude, this dude's my dude. He's my
Yeah.
bro, dog.
It
I'm your bro too now.
Yeah, he's your bro too now. We're all bros.
Squat for me.
all right.
You wanna climb Everest, dog?
I do.
You wanna climb Everest? Come on, be a bro.
I want to be cool like you
Hold
guys.
on, let me start hand cranking this camera.
Dateline, Everest! What the heck is this guy doing? I'll tell you what. We're worried about the Kaiser, and he's worried about just leaving his shit everywhere. Some patriot you are, sir.
Oh
Drop a deuce for our boys overseas.
Buy a war bond. Wipe your ass with it. Trust me, that's all it's gonna be good for in 40 years.
the oddly prescient BO guy.
Use it up, wear it out, make it do, and shit in a bag.
I can't believe you submitted that to the newsreel. What's up, dude? Hillary strikes again.
Goddamn Hillary.
Straight up punked. He was the Ashton Kutcher, I think, of the early 20th century, Edmund Hillary.
You make a strong case. You make a strong case.
I would not climb a mountain, just in case anybody was wondering. Fuck climbing a mountain.
You would think that it's the kind of thing that I like. I'm into that kind of stuff, and mountains have no interest for me.
Why not?
I just feel like I'm into endurance race. I'm into bungee jump, skydive. I want to do that kind of stuff. I want to have that experience. For some reason, mountains, I
think it's
don't
'cause
have a draw.
It's just prolonged discomfort with a very little payoff, right? Like, I'm
Yeah.
sure the view from Everest is
But so is
great,
a
man.
marathon.
But I've been to the Space Needle. I've gone up, like, I've been up to, like, the top of, like, the CN Tower.
Right.
Like, I've seen shit. I've been high up.
Basically,
you know what
it's
shit
basically the same thing.
Do you know what looks? You know what shit looks like from high up? Tiny.
Yeah.
Tiny and indistinct. It's fine, man. And I need to freeze myself and like sleep in a sleeping bag with 3 other dudes because we were worried about dying or anything like that. I got to shit in a bathroom. There's no, like, I don't understand why you would want to climb a mountain.
Sir, do you have your ticket for the CN Tower on your person right now?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just, I'll just,
Yeah, I think exactly. I think we found the little poopies that you left up here, sir, and we don't appreciate it.
Yeah. We don't like poopies at the top of our tower, okay?
Hey, listen, I just, it's a long climb. I'm all about survival. I promise. I probably left, like, no lie. I've been eating a lot of poutine. Your country is wonderful. I probably left about 20.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
probably
we
left about
appreciate it.
20 pounds of shit coming up.
No, we found it.
Because of the
Yeah.
poutine. But I promise I'm going to bring my 18 back down.
Do you know how many kilos that is, sir?
Absolutely not. That's
Well-
not real.
It's a lot. No, that's what we use here.
Yeah.
Kilos.
He's right.
That's how much it weighs.
Okay, listen, I love you guys.
Oh, thank
Canada's been great. You guys are wonderful. But I don't understand. You guys don't shit when you get up high, and you use weird numbers.
Well, listen, we would throw you out,
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
but that's like super impolite. We wouldn't dream of it.
So we're sorry.
We're sorry, and we
Yeah.
kindly ask you
Apology
to just
accepted.
see yourself out,
Yeah.
please.
Okay,
And if you could take...
but I'm going to take the audio tour first,
Well, that seems fair.
and I'm not taking the shit with me because I don't want to. There, I said
Okay.
it.
All right. Well, that
Hey,
seems
Now,
fair.
if you'll
I
excuse
admire
me-
you.
Thanks.
You stand for what you want.
You guys are wonderful. Really, you are. So polite.
Do you want to punch me?
I would love to.
You can.
Oh, wow, you took a real good punch, bro.
Thank you. Oh, thanks. Sorry if I hurt your hand.
You did a little bit. But since you're cleaning up my shit, I'm only going to slap you from hurting my hand.
Okay.
Slap.
Thank you, sir.
No,
Canada.
but
That's-
you know what I would do is I would walk up Mount Fuji, because that's like you have a hiking stick and you put on a heavy
not-
jacket and you're up high and you
even-
look down and you see things. I climbed up a volcano in Iceland and it was lovely.
That's
It
not-
looked like Shadow of the fucking Colossus.
It's like
up
saying,
there.
hey, would you bungee jump? No, but I'll jump off the stoop over here.
Yeah, that's about right.
It's not the same thing.
It is
at
the
all.
same thing. I went up high. I looked down. It was great. I got a
walked
picture.
up Lombard Street.
It was really twisty, dude.
It took me a while, but I did it.
Twistiest street in America, dog.
I didn't
Did you bring
shortcut.
supplies?
I went left and right.
Did you bring supplies the whole way up Lombard?
Yeah, and I shit all the way up there too. But that's what everybody does in San Francisco.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you like? Would you guys climb a mountain? Would you climb
Is there
up
any
Everest?
draw to that?
Yeah, let us know. You can tweet at us. I'm at @acarboni.
I'm at Jeff Canada.
I'm at Hal Lublin.
Just tweet at us with the hashtag poutine problem. And let us know if you would climb a mountain or not. And hey, please check out Hal's new show. Hal, tell us about the show again.
It's called We Got This with Mark and Hal, and you can find it on iTunes or wherever fine casts are potted.
And remember that if you're a patron, we've got an extra bonus episode with Hal that is double length. You can find that at patreon.com/wehaveconcerns.